Hi Leo, hello, welcome to my channel Universal Power Tarot. My name is Marta. These messages I bring you here are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you guys, and of course myself as well. I hope you guys are doing well and are safe and diving through those times right now in a somewhat positive manner. I really hope that. Okay, you guys, this is a general reading. No, wait. Let me start a different way. So, these messages I bring you here are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower those people, especially who seek personal and/or spiritual growth. The others, of course, as well, too, right? Everyone's welcome here, but just know that these messages can be triggering, okay? That's what I'm meaning to say. That's it. Cool. Leo, I already pre-shuffled all of your cards, and this is your first one, apparently. I'm quite excited actually to do this reading, so we'll see what wants to come out for you. It's a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with you. Please only take what resonates and leave the rest behind, because that means it's for somebody else. You can reverse the placement. It's not gender specific. It doesn't have any more dates or anything on it. That was for informative purposes anyways. It's a timeless reading. So whenever the title of a message resonates with you, then it's yours at that time, or might be yours at that time, right? Yep, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for all your subscriptions. It's amazing. Like, the channel's blowing up. That's very awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all your likes, shares, subscriptions, comments, everything, right? That's really awesome. Leo. Here we go. Oh, okay. You have the Four of Cups, which this card for me has two meanings. Either you're pouring into someone who is asleep and not really realizing that you're even pouring because they're not seeing it. They're not able to see it. So reciprocity is missing within a partnership or within a non-partnership, within one that could be something. So that's a scenario here. The other scenario is you are getting messages from spirit, like in your sleep. You're receiving visions, you're receiving downloads, you're receiving insights in dream state, right? Which are not really dreams. Yeah, and what I'm getting with this is that they already filled two of your cups. Two of your cups are filled already. And look at this. Two of your cups are filled already, and they're currently filling your third one. Your third one. Your third one. That's interesting. So that's not the first time this has happened to you. Like downloads, upgrades, that sort of a thing here, right? That sort of a thing. It's interesting that the first one is standing on somewhat of a pedestal here in the back already. That's there. So that first filling or that first download you ever received must have been something very significant and very special to you, which still to this day you hold very high, in the highest esteem, and which immediately brought you like to another level because of the insightfulness of the downloads here for you. Oh, I love the Leo readings. They're so cool. Oh, wow. Okay. And of course, it needs some time to digest these as well, right? It really needs some time to digest these as well. Yeah. And you've taken that time. I feel like the cup that's in the background has been digested already. It's almost like that one's empty again already. And you keep this somewhat as a trophy sort of a thing, but not in the sense that you go show off with this. This is not what I mean. It's for yourself almost. It's like a badge. Like Leo is wearing the badge. Like, yes, I got this, because you know how much work is going into that and how much time it took to digest and to arrive where it is that you are in this current situation, right? And this could also include reciprocity, that you learned about reciprocity. Could be. Doesn't have to be. Oh, interesting. What I see here is that you're holding things together. So interesting, because of his arms, the seam is like, that's where I'm getting that from. Yeah, holding things together. Like even in your sleep is interesting what I'm getting. Even in your sleep you're holding things together. So maybe you're not sleeping perfectly well, or you keep waking up at night. You try to hold it together. You try to hold it together. This is for some of you. For some of you. Yeah, interesting. Some of you get the twitches as soon as you start to lay down, because when we start to relax, sometimes we get these involuntary twitches. That's what I see here as well for some of you. Nice, but what is coming in now is different than the first cup, that's for sure, because it's much more soft. It's much more soft. The first experience must have been like, boom, like a slap in the face almost, right? And that one right now is much more smooth, and the transition will be much more smooth as well, Leo. Transition will be much more smooth. It's almost like I'm getting this silky kind of a feeling, It's really nice, really nice. Oh, I really like that. I really like that, Leo. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Wheel of Fortune. You've got the Wheel of Fortune. Yep, something has been put into motion, absolutely. With that cup, you're holding that first cup up still. See that? Look at that. You're holding that here. This king holds the cup up still. Like, this was my first cup. It's like that. I remember that, Leo says. I remember that. Remember, Spirit, the first cup you filled? That was intense, man. And you now realize that your third cup is about to be filled, or is being filled right now. And this is a process that has been set in motion already, and there's not much you can do about it. And you know this because you experienced this. You're an experienced traveler in that area here, Leo. So you know what is happening when downloads are coming in, right? You know what you have to do, that you have to rest in time, that you have to drink water, that you really, and you don't mind the waking up anymore, or not so much anymore, because okay, then I'll just try to sleep 1 or 2 hours during the day if I can, right? Or you find other types of I almost want to say resurrection. That's interesting. Resurrecting measures, right? Because that's what that is. Because always when something like that comes in, something old is being cleared out as well, right? To make room for all the light that is coming in. So that's very interesting, Leo. Wow. Yep. And with that, a cycle is coming to a close. Absolutely. Absolutely. And you have your hand on this process. It's like, it's almost like you're feeling it out while it's moving. It's like this snake here is moving, is moving, and you're holding the scales of the snake while it is moving through your hand. It's like this, and I can almost hear the sound, the scales of the snake when it moves. And if you've ever touched a snake, I have, it's like it goes through. It's very smooth. Yeah, very smooth. There you go. It's very smooth movement. And also, it's gentle, right? Very gentle. It moves through, and you touch it and you can feel it, the scales of that snake moving, and you're like, wow, yeah, I know this. Like, I've been there before. Highly successful closing of that circle here. That is so dope. A lot of wisdom's coming in, and again, the connotation to night. So you must get a lot of visions, a lot of insights, downloads at night. Not to say you're not getting them during the day too, but mainly here they're pointing out the night. It's interesting. I'm getting a Bible reference here. It's very interesting. Again, I'm not that familiar. I mean, I am a little bit familiar with the Bible, but not that much. What they're showing me here is the fish. Something about the fish. When Jesus in the Bible, and correct me if that's not entirely correct, but I'm trying to tell you as best as I can. When Jesus broke the bread, it would multiply. At first you wouldn't think it would be enough for everyone, but there was plenty for everyone, right? And the fish too, I think it was something with the fish too, like there were fish involved as well, and he did the same thing with the fish as far as I can remember, right? And they're pointing my view here to the fish and to the heirs. So again, the calling to the magnified rippling effect, like with a Taurus reading, like it's in the realm of giving, because there is enough, like there's more than enough to go around. Like, believe in miracles, even if you don't see it at a certain stage. it's always there for us. It is there. Believe in miracles, Leo. That's actually a good title. Believe in miracles, Leo. Absolutely. We have the Page of Swords. Is that Leo? No, that's not Leo. Is that a situation? No, it's a person. That's another person. It's interesting. I'm getting some sort of a standoffishness of that. Standoffishness. That's a younger energy. That's also an immature kind of an energy, right? Someone who feels the need to protect themselves for whatever reason. But the need to protect comes from the inability to actually have trust and faith in themselves and knowing. This is the lack of knowingness, the lack of knowledge about their own abilities. That's what that is, right? That's why they have to put out that sword, that they are not really capable of handling that well yet. So they might go around with that sword, like something like that, right? It's some sort of a defensiveness coming through with this card. Could also be words. I'm getting like a really stumbly kind of an energy, right? Like I don't know my territory. I'm out of my league here. I'm out of my territory here, is what I'm getting with this card. I'm no longer in my territory, and that's why I feel really like wobbly and feel like I have to defend myself. Oh, unhealthy attachments. That's Capricorn energy. Capricorn, devil card. Okay. That's what this person could also be you, like cross watches, right? You can reverse the placements. Really, that's what you're trying to stay away from, like unhealthy attachments. Like, please, I just got away from these. Like, I'm getting like almost stepping away from them, but not quite. They're still in that process of trying to get away from the unhealthy attachment, but they're still so wobbly, right? They're still in this new territory. They're still in this new territory, and all of a sudden, I feel like they're wandering towards you. For some of you, they're wandering towards you and towards that wheel of fortune, but almost unknowingly, just to be sucked in by the wheel and be turned around and thrown out on the other side. That's what I'm getting. That's very interesting. Like, they're trying to get away from the unhealthy attachments. What they're doing is, by accident, almost like a scarf is catching onto something and be like, whoa, and then you turn around all the way and be thrown out on the other side, right? But this is happening unintentional. This person, whoever you're dealing here with, either energetically or in your actual present, by trying to get away from one thing, they're immediately being thrown into this cycle and landing out on your side. That's very interesting reading. Whoa, this is of course you, the High Priestess. Wow, so dope. Highly spiritually connected, very connected. This is great. I'm immediately getting the oneness factor. You have a lot of knowledge here, Leo. A lot of knowledge that most... I'm sorry, that sounds so weird. It sounds so much like this, like one thing's good and the other isn't. But what I was immediately getting here, you have so much knowledge that most people don't dare to walk near. Wow, it really cracked right now in my apartment. You have so much knowledge that not very many people dare to go near this. In order to get this knowledge, you really have to dive deep, and you really have to get in the... You really have to get yourself dirty in order to get that kind of a knowledge. That's what I've been meaning to say here, that people don't even dare go near that knowledge because it's like, oh, no thank you. Down there? You mean I should go down there? No, thank you. That's really not worth it. And that's totally fine, right? Because first of all, it's not everyone's business to go down there, and not everyone's mission or desire even to dive that deep, right? It isn't. And that's totally fine. We are all very different, but you were just made for this, Leo. You were just made for this. This is totally your path. And so that's why you have all of that knowledge, because you were like, oh, that's dirt down there? Cool. And it's like, wow, you're totally in this, right? You're totally in this. You're like making yourself dirty And you're willingly, again, that willingness. I actually thought about that today. I was like, wow, remember that one reading, either Taurus or Leo, where I was really surprised about the willingness to dive into that, right? And that's what I'm getting here too. Totally excited, like, what, really awesome, psh, in there, all the way in there, when everybody else or most are just stepping back, being like, okay, Leo, we're gonna sneak out of the picture while you get yourself dirty over there, right? And you totally have this, and hence you have a really strong connection with yourself. You're very much in alignment, very much in alignment. You also have a great deal of manifestation powers. That's really interesting. Really interesting. Yeah, you know about time. Time. That's interesting too. Time, the weaving of time, and how to apply it. You also, for some of you, I see you're totally in the spotlight. You're totally in the spotlight. Maybe all of a sudden, but for some, it's very intentional. It doesn't have to be. But for some, you're very intentional in the spotlight here. And people are looking at you. People are noticing what you're doing. And for some of you, you have put yourself there in the spotlight quite knowingly, because you do have that knowledge. You can lead. It's about leadership as well. You can lead people, right? Yeah, and even the snakes adore you. So this is very specific. For some of you, even the snakes adore you. That's interesting. Very interesting. Even the snakes adore you. This is also Adam and Eve stuff, right? Also biblical stuff, because the snake, like, it's right there on the tree of knowledge, right? On the tree of knowledge, the forbidden tree of knowledge. Wow, you are very deep in there, very deep in there, very close too, very, very close. Wow. Oh my goodness, yeah. Incredible, incredible. Such a magical person. Wow, Leo, yes. You have the two of coins here, balancing energy and time wisely. Yeah. With the Wheel of Fortune, what that is telling me, since the Wheel of Fortune is also talking about the ebb and flow, maybe that's something that needs to be balanced still in your life. It's like yes, you are the high priestess, and yes, you do have that position, right? But maybe you should think about taking a little break. Like, don't overdo it. Don't overdo it, right? It's enough. What you're doing is enough, and it's more than enough. Remember that you need to recuperate too, that you need to regain your strength and energy too, because you cannot run yourself dry in this process, whatever it is that you're doing here, right? Oh my goodness. Oh my God. The karma. Wow. 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 So that's definitely the balancing of scales. That's what's happening, right? That's what's happening. Possibly also in connection to that person that we were talking about, like the other. Yeah. And you are connected to this person in somewhat of a karmic connection here, in a karmic connection. I'm getting triangle here. Triangle. Not to say that this is a third party. That's not what I mean here. I mean just like really the triangle. Look, it's right there. I don't know if you can see it. It's right there. Triangle. Triangle. What does that tell us? It's like almost coming down to it. Coming down to it. Something is being something is being narrowed down, almost like a funneling type of an effect. Interesting. It comes down to this, is what I hear. It comes down to this. Very interesting. Some of you are praying also, really praying to the angels, ancestors, sacred ones, whoever you were calling on to. Maybe possibly also for this for help, like for this connection either to be together again or for this connection to be apart, whatever it is for you, right? But you're asking for help. I see you asking for help. I see you praying. This is for some of you. This might be very specific. See you praying, but you also understand that there's a flow. There's a flow that is happening right now, Leo. You do understand that full on. And that's also tying into the Wheel of Fortune. You know those ups and downs, right? Oh my God, I totally forgot time, you guys. Oh my God, we're almost 20 minutes in. So, wow, I was so sucked in by that. All right, before, I'm going to draw a angels and ancestors oracle card for you. I want to tell you, you can come, if this resonated with you, you can come over to Vimeo and or Patreon with me if you like. The links you will find down below in the caption, okay? I also still offer for a month roughly the 20% discount on the personal readings. Thank you guys for booking with me. I greatly appreciate it. Really awesome. Only if you like, of course, right? So now let's draw. Wow, that never happened to me, that I was so into it. I mean, most of the time I'm really into it, but not like that I'm forgetting time. I just totally forgot time. Oh, wow. You've got the Heart Guardian. Love yourself and let yourself be loved. Wow. Wow. I love this. Oh my God. So maybe we are talking about a romantic relationship here after all. Let me see. The Heart Guardian. Wait, that's further in the back. Here we go. The Heart Guardian. Love and let yourself be loved. Welcome with open arms opportunities to give and receive love. The Heart Guardian is an angelic energy that can help you call for protection and guidance with all issues surrounding the heart. This is essentially the angel who helps you with all relationships, whether they be with yourself, family, or even a romantic connection. She can enable you to move beyond any limiting fears about trust, discern whom to trust, and understand how you can move forward in a balanced relationship with that person. In this card, she is adorned with a sacred heart and draped in a red cloak that show her capacity to let love lead the way. You are lovable and loving, Leo. The energy of love is surrounding your whole world at this time. Yeah! Leos have a huge heart. Huge. Oh, it's so awesome. Okay. Angels are swirling around you, encouraging you to open your heart and reveal the blessings that you have to offer. They want you to know that you are a highly loving being who deserves to give and receive love. If you are finding it challenging to feel love at this time, it's important for you to give yourself credit where it's due. You are also encouraged to welcome support from others. Learn to receive. Don't try to do everything on your own. If you're working on a relationship or are in a new relationship, this card can usher in energies that allow you to forge a powerful connection with your partner. Love is in the air. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Leos. Ah, that's cool. All right, one more guardian angel card before we wrap this up and take this over to the extended, you guys. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, you have action. Action. Drop all fear and just do it. You have the power to create and be whatever you truly want. Look inside your heart and take positive action in those things that bring you closer to achieving your desired goals. Nothing can stop you except your own fears. This card is positive confirmation from God and the angels that the time is right for you to start a new and exciting venture. Oh my goodness, Leos. I can't wait. I can't wait to see how it's unfolding over there on Vimeo and Patreon. If you'd like to follow me, again, link down below in the caption. If not, that's good as well. Then I'll see you next time. And I'm sending you much, much love, light, and healing, you guys. Be really well. Mwah. Bye.